new education system, new phase of education system under the presence of COVID-19 and the precautions to be taken in the education system, especially in higher education system. This webinar is not a one-side webinar. It is a two-side. We are welcoming all the sessions from all the government institutes and private institutes also. Especially before starting discussions, I will briefly give some points. So let us make confined to those points so that the webinar will be fruitful. The first one is when we must open the classes in the education system. Already all of you know, UGC has given a new academic calendar. Previous year's classes from August 1st and the new classes, that is first year, from September 1st. So is it possible to start the classes from August 1st? In the scenario, I think that by the end of this May 30th or June 3rd, the lockdown will be open. Lockdown will be open. So we may have 1 month time, July, completely July. So we must be ready to start the classes for the second year, third year, and final year classes from August 1st. This is one point. And the new classes are going to be scheduled from September 1st. This is the academic calendar given by the UGC. Within the 1 month, we must complete all the examinations, all the project work, internal examinations, and everything related to the second year, third year, and final year classwork. We must be prepared with that one. So we may have a hectic work schedule in the month of July to be prepared with the total classwork, completing internal examinations, preparing question papers, and having the project viva, internship viva, etc., whatever the applicable duties. So definitely, now from the last 45 days, we are very leisure and we are taking rest from 45 days. Immediately when the lockdown opens, we may have a hectic schedule. We must get prepared with that one. Otherwise, it is another issue. Due to that pressure, we may be depressed also. So be prepared to start the classwork from August 1st, the academic calendar, and the new classes from the September. And second thing is, when the classes are open, how to maintain the classes. Until now, the classes are 40 to 60, depending upon some universities and colleges. Here our university registrar is there. I request university registrar to give opening remarks and welcome address to all the participants in the webinar. And then I will continue. Sir, registrar sir, Rose sir, please give you a welcome address, sir.
Sir, good morning. Hello.
Sir.
Hello. Audio is visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, it is audible, sir. Please give your welcome address to all the participants in the webinar.
Sir, good morning to all the participants, and also I am very happy. Hello?
Yes, sir, it is audible. Continue, sir. Continue.
Okay. I am congratulating the organizers, Professor Srinivas Reddy Garu and Nag Kishore, and also I congratulate our chairman, Professor Hemchandra Reddy Garu, for giving me an opportunity to conduct this online one-day workshop program on the new phase of the higher education after COVID-19. And I think due to this lockdown, the higher education or the government of AP is very much insisting to conduct the online classes or online programs to make the awareness in the students and also to get say some knowledge, some improvement during this holidays, during this lockdown period. So without say being ideal, and it would be, I think it would be very much useful to the participants who are participating in this online workshop. And I once again congratulate Dr. Srinivas Reddy Garu and Dr. Nag Kishore and the chairman of C. Hemchandra Reddy Garu. And I wish all the best for the participant, and I hope they will get some knowledge on this topic. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Carry on, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So this is the first issue, and academic calendar. As I told that academic calendar, UGC has given academic calendar. August 1st is the starting time for the previous classes, and the September 1st is the for new classes, commencement of new classes. So within the 1 month, July, we must be prepared about the finalization of dissertation, project work, internship reports, laboratories by conducting e-labs, completion of any syllabus that was remind, internal assessment, student placement drives. These are all things we must be prepared within the 1 month. And already UGC also given some summer vacation from 16th June to 30th June. But anyhow, if situation demands, the summer vacation may be extended or maybe reduced, depends upon the university to university. That is one thing. And the second thing is, what is about the size of the class, where if we allow the students to attend the classes, face-to-face classes, teacher interaction classes, what is the size of the students? Now, most of the colleges and most of the universities, the class size is ranging from 40 to 60. So normally, if we take the normal size as 60, we will have 20 to 24 benches in our classroom. And per bench, the students are sitting 3 to 4. Is it possible to maintain the social distance, 3 feet between two students? So what is the size of the class? We must split the class, 60 students, into 3 classrooms. That is a size of 20 to 24. Per bench, one student, at least per bench, one student. So if we split the size of the classroom size, is it possible to run? That means one classroom is going to become 3 classrooms. Then how to teach? What about the timetables? So then it arises the situation of number of shifts. If 3 classes are there, class 1, class 2, class 3, shift 1, shift 2, shift 2. So we must be ready to work with number of shifts also, to maintain the social distance. So if the number of shifts arises, so what is the timings of the shifts? It is not possible to run the colleges as in the traditional system from 10 to 5 or 9 to 4 or something. So we must reduce the timings also. We must change the timetables also by removing the obsolete words like sports, library. Some of these hours must be removed, and the schedule must be very tight. It must be reduced so that the 3 shifts from morning to evening, we must accommodate the 3 shifts. So this is another issue to be discussed, the classroom size and also the syllabus also. It is not possible to run total number of days as the traditional system, as to reduce the interaction with the students, as you reduce the groups, moving the groups in the college campus also. So we must reduce the number of working days also. So to reduce the number of working days, how to reduce the syllabus also. So we must look up to the syllabus also. Some of the syllabus must be made through online, and some of the syllabus must be taught through face-to-face interaction classes. So this is another issue. And the next one is how to manage the practicals also. And some of the institutions may not have sufficient resources to accommodate these practicals. So you must plan the number of resources also. You must go for e-labs, virtual labs. Wherever the possibility is there, we must implement the labs through virtual labs. If not possible, again, the scenario of shift system will come again, making 1 or 2 shifts for the labs also. So these are some of the issues regarding the academic side. And some of the issues related to the this COVID scenario is making the masks for every student must be compulsory in all education systems. Without a mask, we must not permit to attend the even college campus also. So the students must enter into with a mask. So proper security people must be cautioned such that they must allow with the people, with students having the masks only. And similarly at the entrance of the education institute, you must provide proper sanitizers, so that the students, after getting the sanitizer only, they must be allowed into the education institute. And similarly, you must provide medical experts for every college. We cannot expect what will happen in future. So medical experts must be made ready, so that again every student must be tested with the temperatures also while entering to the campus or while into the classroom. So to make these all these things, institution heads must be ready with the sufficient resources, sanitizers, providing masks to the students also, and providing temperature measurements instruments. Uh, if possible, for every department, one temperature measurement instrument must be provided, and sanitizers must be provided, and medical experts must be available throughout the day. This is about the classroom issue, and similarly, hostels also. And coming to the hostels, and now at present, 2 or 3 people are residing in the hostel rooms. So you must make it as at least 2, not only also 3 also. So hostels, how to accommodate the students if the number of students per room is reduced. So how to accommodate them? Classrooms means we are making it as a shift system. Even though 60 number of students has been reduced into 3 shifts, it may be possible. But whenever this hostels, coming to the issue of hostels, it may not be possible. So now only you must take a precautionary precautionary measurements to provide more hostels or to provide more shelters to reduce the number of students in the each room. And similarly, at every hostel, sanitizers must be included, and medical experts could be made available throughout the day and throughout the night also. And hostel wardens also must be cautioned, without any mask or without any sanitizer, without any proper social distance. In every step, we must take a cautious. It is not a small issue. Normally, central government has declared cinema halls and the restaurants, hotels, everything not to open until October. So it is not a problem with the hotels, or it is not a problem with the hotels or something, cinema halls. Even though they did not open for 1 year, it is not a problem to the society. But if an education system is not opened for 1 year, a generation will be lost. This is the major problem. That's why UGC is taking every step to start the classes from August 1st. But some of the people, like UGC former member, I did not remember, Yashpal Sharma, expressed his opinion that why to take risk? Let us have a sabbatical leave of 1 year for the education institutes also, so that the total education system must in India must be revamped. I can also support in some point to his opinion also. From last 1 month, most of the private universities and some of the government institutions are also running online classes, and some of the teachers and some of the people also saying we are conducting so much classes, so many classes, and the number of students also attending it is very good. But I do not believe, very sorry to say this, only 50 to 60% of the students are only attending these classes. It is very difficult to attend the online classes during this panic situation. Daily listening to the number of cases are there, number of deaths are there. Everybody is panic about the situation. During a panic situation, attending and concentrating on the academic issues is really difficult. But anyhow, I congratulate the faculty and some of the students and attending all these classes. And there are also many issues also there. QS, all of you know QS giving ranks to the universities education institutions. QS already stated that Indian universities does not have much number of resources to conduct the online resources. This is a fact, no doubt of it. Since our government, all the governments are not interested to fund the institutions. So with the less number of funds, it is not possible to implement all these infrastructure. So even though infrastructure is not sufficient, some of the faculty, some of the universities are doing well, no doubt of it. But it is not the matter of the conducting the classes, not matter of the running the online classes. It is the matter of attitude of the student. In our Indian education system is totally different from the foreign education system, in my opinion. Our Indian education system is totally teacher concentric, teacher centric. So our students, 90% of the students will depend upon the teacher only for everything. For everything. Also, students can't do anything without the permission of the students also. The students have a less number of freedom also. Even they cannot get 1 mark also without the permission of the faculty. I'm very sorry. Anyhow, so in this scenario, like that means it is not the problem of Indian education system. It arises from the Gurukula, good old education system in our culture and the heritage. So our education system was arisen from the Gurukula. So now from the hundreds of years, we are following the same thing. And now also we are following the teacher-centric, teacher-centered education system. So suddenly, is it possible to replace this online education system, this traditional teacher education system with the online system? How far the students will be cope up with the new online education system? This is also another problem we must discuss now. So anyhow, one is the social distance to be maintained in the classrooms, and second one is the how mask will be provided, how sanitizers will be provided, how the hospitalization medical experts are provided, how the hostels are maintained, and how the syllabus must be reduced, how the shift system must be introduced in the colleges, how to manage the practicals. These are all some of the most important points we must discuss now. So I welcome and I request our registrar sir to give some suggestions to note down. Sir, registrar sir, please give your suggestions. One by one we will go on, sir.
Sir. Sir, one is regarding the, as you mentioned that hostels is the main problem to accommodate the students. Hello, sir.
Sir, tell me, it is audible.
Number one is the main problem is hostels. How to provide the accommodation to them. That is the first issue. Number two, classes we can actually, as you said, we can make a shift system and we can, by shift system, we can conduct the classes. That we can do. And regarding the practicals also, we have to make a batches, as in the degree college, every batch consisting of 12 or 15 students. That can also be done. And classrooms, how to manage the classrooms. Already we are having the classroom of 40 students or 30 students. It is congestedly, they are sitting at present in the classrooms. How to manage, how to maintain the social distance in the classrooms. This is another issue we have to think. And another thing is, as you said, we have to maintain the sanitization and everything. And also we have to provide the medical assistance to the students, both in the hostels and also in the campus for employees also. So these are the things. And also, as you said, the classwork will be starting from September, I think. July and August exams are going to be conducted. And then during August, the admissions will take place. And from September 1st, the actual academic year will start as per the guidelines of UGC. Now, these issues, how to resolve these issues, hostel issue, classroom issue, and the practicals, how to conduct the practicals, and the examinations that we can conduct the examination, it will not be a problem. Why? Because we can maintain the social distance in the conduct of the examinations. And as you said, the class in the next academic year, we have to follow some online teaching also. Online classes should be taking. Otherwise, 3 shifts will not be possible. Why? Because in our department, statistics, 40 students are there. So the 3 shifts are to be conducted, say 15 or 18 students at a time. So for a day, 3 shifts means how to manage the hours. So we are having 10 to 5 or 9 to 4. So during these hours, how to manage the classes. Another thing is we have to go for the say by virtual classrooms or by using the say PPT. Like that we can manage or we can conduct the classes. One of the important issues is PowerPoint, and we have to prepare the PPT, and we have to say sit the students in 3 different rooms, and we have to provide the audio for them, and that is one that can be possible to maintain the social distance. And these things you can think of, and you can say take the opinion of the expertise. And also I just forgot mention that we have to congratulate and we have to thank the Sri Padmavati Mahila University, both the Vice Chancellor and Risha, for providing this Zoom for our Acharya Nagarjuna University. And also I congratulate our Vice Chancellor for giving permission to conduct this online workshop. Sir, these are the issues which you have to discuss, and we have to take the opinion of the experts, and also we have to take the opinion of the participants who are participating in this workshop. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Anybody is there to discuss these issues? Please raise your hand.
Sir?
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
I welcome other participants also. Please share your ideas. Please raise your hand. Oh, okay. Chanda Prasad.
Sir, can I start, sir?
Okay.
Sir, very good morning to the respected dignitaries and as well as colleague faculty members
So please
to this webinar.
sir.
Sir, myself, Dr. N. Chandan Prasad. I am associate professor. Sir, is my voice audible, sir?
Yeah.
Yes. This is Dr. Chandan Prasad, associate professor from Bhimreddy Institute of Management Science, Adoni, sir, Kurnool district.
Okay.
Well, as sir, you said that we have to go for shifts or anything or something else, sir. But as of now, we are facing so many practical problems for conducting online classes. From the last 30 days, we are conducting online classes. In the first week, it was around 35 students. Second week, it was 30 students. Third week, it is 25 students. Students are not attending online classes also. Second thing is, sir, as you told that we have to maintain social distancing for conducting classes and shifts. Sir, it is not. I think it is not feasible because parents will not send the students to the college. They may think that if not this year, you can have college next year. But we will not risk the lives of our students for the sake of college for 1 year. They may think that also, sir. And because and one more thing, you told that every college has to provide masks or sanitizers, has to keep some. Yes, sir. Yes, I accept, sir. I accept what you said. I accept, sir. But still, our college is 7 kilometers away from that town. Can we expect students to come to the college, sir? These are my opinions, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any more? Hello.
Venkatnath Sagar.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It's audible, sir. Venkatnath.
Please.
Kindly share your views.
Hello.
It is audible. Please speak.
Audible, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, namaste. Venkatnath
Please
from
raise
Kurnool,
your voice.
Yeah.
Sir, for,
It is audible, but
Kurnool.
raise your voice.
Sir, namaste, sir.
Hello.
I am
now
from
it is okay.
Kurnool, V. Venkatnath Sayal, excellent political from GDC Pattikonda.
Okay.
In remote areas, I think there is a problem for online classes with not connectivity of the online classes, like apps Zoom or Go Meet or some WhatsApp audios. It's very difficult to planning this, sir. Even shift system you preferred, but in all some of the departments have only one faculty member. Only one faculty member. How can take 3 shifts in classes? It's a very practical problems are facing in remote areas, sir. That's why we can reduce syllabus as far as possible. Syllabus should be reduced and maintain the classes, sir. This is my opinion, sir.
Yeah, not only online classes,
Sir,
even if you go for face to face, so how
Yes.
to maintain the face to face classes? Teacher,
yes.
what are the precautions to be taken? Is it possible to take these precautions?
Yes, it's possible, sir, but there is no classrooms, sufficient classrooms. So we have no, sir.
Yeah, that is the infrastructure.
Even
also
faculty
is a
also,
problem in
yes,
many colleges.
In some of the
Ah.
departments, only have single faculty member. They cannot take 3 shifts or 4 shifts, sir.
Okay.
It's a
Thank
facing more problems to faculty and main facilities. Facilities also not sufficient in remote colleges, sir. This is problem as we are facing in remote colleges, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Maisaya,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, sir, very much, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Dr. Akhtar Banu. Ma'am,
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all the dignitaries.
Okay.
Sir, I'm Maisaya, working as an assistant
Can I speak?
professor,
Can I speak, sir?
Next we'll give you a chance.
ACE Engineering College, Hyderabad.
Where, sir?
Assistant professor, ACE Engineering College, Hyderabad, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, if we can plan entry of the student to the college in different timings. Suppose branch A, suppose EC branch is one timing on particular day, and another branch is another Monday or Tuesday and particular time. Shifts wise, sir. Morning is one branch and evening is other branch.
Oh, okay.
Like that, number of
system for
branches will branches, sir. And timings also, sir. And a few classes. So that is my idea, sir. So suppose EC and Triple E is there, they will come in Monday. First morning session will be EC and afternoon session will be Triple E. Only Monday. And the next Tuesday, another 2 branches. And while entering to the students, there must be a sanitizer tunnels at the point of security. Okay, so with precautions, masks, everything they need to carry. Then classrooms will be available. Number of faculty also, 20 students per classroom. They will accommodated, sir. This is my idea, sir.
Okay.
In the labs also, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good
If,
suggestion. Making
Three labs
branches
means
alternative days or some 2 or 3 days branches and also shift system. This is a good suggestion. And I hope it is better to have 2 or more entry points and exit points also.
yes, sir.
So that exclusively we can make some of the colleges may have multiple faculties also, some arts faculty, science faculty,
Yes.
and multiple faculties, so that divide these faculties independently and make entry points and exit points so that the crowd may be reduced.
Yes,
Crowd,
sir.
especially another point I have missed, all the canteens and all recreation facilities in the universities must be strictly closed. All the
Sir.
gathering must be, nowhere gathering of the students is not allowed in the universities and colleges. The major problem in the colleges is the students gathering during the leisure hours, bunking the hours, and in the intervals they are gathering and chit-chatting. So it must be strictly banned, as we have maintaining a ragging issue. We will have committees in the colleges, so that a committees must be formed, college-wise committee, COVID committee, COVID awareness committee. So these committees must see that students are not gathering in the leisure hours or wherever else, and the entry exit points must be also maintained. This is another point I got now. So anybody is there?
Akhtar
Yes,
Banu.
sir.
Dr.
Yes.
Akhtar.
Hello,
Hello.
Sir, Hello, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Sir,
Ma'am, speak.
sir, good afternoon.
Okay.
Hello,
ready
am I
now?
audible, sir?
Go ahead, madam.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am Akhtar Banu from Assistant Professor from Kurnool, sir. Government Degree College, Kurnool.
Okay. Speak. Let's speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, as you said, yeah, the suggestions that you have just discussed are really okay, sir. But thing is regarding engineering colleges, as just now one of our colleagues said, branches can be done. For degree colleges, it can be like BA, BCom, BSc.
Yeah, express your views. No problem.
We have three groups, like major groups: BA, BSc, BCom. These can also be considered, like engineering colleges, as one of our colleagues just now said. Likewise in degree colleges. And another thing is the huge strength in degree colleges. Like for example, in my college, the strength is around 1700. In such colleges, I think we have to look at group wise, BCom, BA, BSc wise, to minimize the huge gatherings.
Okay.
That is one thing, sir. And COVID committees, as you said, really they will work a lot. I think that should be very strictly implemented. We have to take care of that. And regarding shift system, there is again, as one of our colleagues already raised, single member departments are there. Those, I think they will face some problem. And where departments where the faculty members are more in number, those departments can manage. But languages, I think they have to be planned, the Department of Languages in degree colleges.
I think it is not a problem with the languages. Language software is now today available. So we can
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
software.
Yeah.
We can make up it with English Lab and Telugu Lab or something there. Some softwares are available. Even though physics,
Yes.
chemistry or virtual labs are available in if you go for IIIT Hyderabad, they are providing virtual labs at free of cost also.
Okay. But degree, I am from a degree college, and degree colleges in remote areas may not be having all those things. That is to be a thing to be discussed, sir.
So from the government side also, you must have a support to provide the sanitizers and masks, etc.
Yes.
The private, government degree college principals must take this task.
Initiative, yes.
Challenging task only. It is very challenging task. And also, I will make a point to the principals of the institutions. Anybody principals are there here, engineering college or degree college or some other college principals. You note down the point. If any case arises in your college or in my college, the first respondent is the principal only, and first the person who is going to face the situation is the principal. You must be very careful. We must stand before the parents. Whatever the situation we have faced yesterday in Vizag, that is the situation the way the principal also going to be stand. You must be very cautious. Otherwise, it is not possible. So, CV Reddy sir is ready to speak. Sir, please give your suggestions.
Very good morning and congratulations for your initiation for conducting this kind of webinar to enlighten the situation which is prevailing due to this COVID pandemic. I have noticed so many points from your side and the participant side.
Please introduce yourself, sir.
I am Dr. Venkatnarayan Reddy, Professor, CSE Department, LBRC, Mailavaram, Krishna District. Basically, 2 points I would like to bring into your notice. That is, there are so many constraints to conduct physical classrooms in this scenario. First constraint is the transportation. Nowadays we are running buses for providing transportation with 20 members or 15 members for a bus is one constraint, and accommodation is another constraint, and recreation or cafeteria is another constraint, class another constraint, and at the same time faculty if you conduct one branch for one day, how many teachers has to take how many hours per day? That is one more constraint. To avoid all these constraints and these difficulties, one approach is providing by convincing the parents and involving the parents and students and faculty and college managements by providing appropriate tools and appropriate attention. Online classing is one viable thing. By providing PPT as well as teaching material to the students, and that also may be fruitful, as our colleagues already mentioned that first day 35 members and last day it was 20 members or 2 members of students. To avoid that, we have to regularly maintain contact with parents, so that the parents will take the initiative to attend these online classes. At the same time, one more thing also has to be taken into consideration. So many people, parents may not provide laptops and all. And nowadays, this cell phone become a common entity, so that cell phone can be used. If the students and parents are involved in this activity, we can successfully conduct this online coaching by providing from teacher side both PPT as well as teaching material, whatever the links, whatever the textbooks, all these, and convincing the students, and you can attract more number of students day by day with the support of parents. That is my view.
Yeah, thanks for your views, sir, for sharing this. Next,
Hello?
Tanubra Nagavenkata. Ravikant, I think.
Hello?
Sir, Ravikant garu.
Good morning, sir. Hello. Hello.
Ravikant garu.
Mahesh Babu. Talupula Nagavenkata Mahesh
Go
Babu,
ahead,
sir.
sir. Go ahead, sir. You can go ahead.
Sir, I am from Guru Nanak Institutions, Hyderabad, sir. In my view, nearly 30 to 40% online classes are only successful, not completely, in view of academics, sir. And also regarding the lab issues, so our most of the institutions are asking to conduct e-labs or virtual labs, sir. But for some departments, for example, computers, CSC, electronics, like that, it will be easier. But for mechanical, electrical, and civil, it will be very difficult to conduct the online labs. And if any resources are there, some colleges they are providing virtual labs. Those are to be shared to the other colleges also, so that it will be benefited for the other colleges also, sir. That is my view, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Actually,
sir.
for the lab purpose, MHRD, they are providing the VLab provision also.
Okay.
And what you have said is that is absolutely correct, sir. Some of the departments, they are facing that problem. And even the architecture department is also facing
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that problem. And thanks for sharing your views, sir. Next, Ravikant garu. Hello, Ravikant garu, is it audible? Hello, Ravikant garu. Ragala Ravikant garu. Okay, Sitaram Murthy garu.
Hello.
Sitaram Murthy garu.
Sir, I am Dr. P. Sitaram Murthy.
Go ahead.
Is it audible, sir?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay.
You can raise your hand. I will give you a chance. No problem.
Okay, I am Dr. P. Sitaram Murthy. I am from Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, regarding conduction of examinations and these classes, as it is difficult to gather the students in the classrooms, is it possible to give them credits by asking them to do courses from Swayam or Coursera or these online course sites? If they get the certificate, can we give credit for them?
Nice point, sir.
Sir, we got NPTEL Swayam. They are providing online courses almost all the subjects. So if we ask that particular subject, they can do the course in the NPTEL or any other valid site. Once they get the certificate, so we can give the credit for that subject. Is it possible, sir?
We will see it, sir. We will see it. That is in the hands of the AppShare. So from Swayam and Swayam, we cannot find all the complete subject details regarding to all the departments. Anyhow, we can see it, sir. We can convey this issue to the higher education.
Yes, sir.
And
And
anybody want to talk? Ravikant garu, is it audible to you? Tummala Chandra garu.
Yeah. Sir, good morning to everyone.
Okay.
Is it audible, sir?
Yes, sir. It is perfectly audible. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. What my suggestion is, good morning to everyone. Thanks for conducting this kind of program. So, no, this year is a special year for everyone in the entire country as well as in the entire world also. So, what we have to consider is making 2 shifts is better than if you say, for example, in PG classes. I'm from Yoga University, Department of Environmental Science. So, regarding to PG courses, if you split 30 or 40 into 2 batches, like morning shift and afternoon shift, among each shift also, we have to split 10 members has to go to practicals and 10 members has to come for teaching. I don't think UGC, we have to workload and all. We have to this year sacrifice everything. Even students also has to understand the problem of all this. This is not understanding whatever we speak in these meetings or any meeting. This has to be understand. I guess we have to convince the authorities as well as the students. And as I said at the very beginning, this is a special year for all the not only in India and for entire world also. So I guess this is we have to practice for 2 sessions, even among each session also practicals morning and one split this even half batch also you can split into 10 to 10. 10 has to first 2 hours they have to go for practicals and the last 2 hours they have to go for theory in the morning session. Like that we need to and especially social gathering after each session in the after morning session we need to clean the room. Sanitation is very important. We need to give more priority to sanitation. Even after 1 session, they have to clean. Like that, we need to go for more sanitation inside. And as you said, everybody said that mask and all, everything is common. And only thing is sacrificing the working loads. Don't they see for the working loads? We need to help and students also understand. This is what my feelings are. Thank you.
Chandrasekhar garu, very nice words from you, sir. We are very thankful about you, sir. Ravikant garu, is it audible to you? Or anybody interested, you can unmute yourself and speak it. I think DRP. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who is this?
Hello?
Yeah, speak it, madam.
Good morning, sir. I am Radha Pyari speaking. It's been showing as DRP on my this thing. Sir, after a lot of attempts, though I was trying to log into this session since 9 o'clock today in the morning, multiple times I had faced a difficulty that the host has signed out, host had signed you out and all. And finally, when I was signed in, it was almost I missed half of the session.
Go to the point, ma'am. We are very sorry about that. Go to the point, ma'am.
But it's like, yes, sir, as whatever from what I have heard and the others were speaking, the only problem, like, I have been facing since I was taking the online classes is that how to get the control of students, because they have only one option to give you always. I know all the teachers here who are in this session are completely giving not 100%, I should say 1000%, because this is a new platform for everybody. But everyone is trying 24/7 to keep up to themselves and to make the students satisfied and all. But the students are giving a plain excuse that we do not have enough network or so, and that has become a problem for various things. How do you think we should accommodate it?
Go ahead.
That's all, sir. I want to ask if anybody have a solution, like how should we answer that? Like, I have conducted an exam, online exam on Google Form, and it was in a given timing.
Yeah.
A quiz of 10 questions was given a time of 1 hour, only to keep in view about the network issues. Still, almost half of them have not answered, and the only excuse they were giving is that no network, no network, no network.
Okay.
Though we all know Google usually doesn't take a lot of network also.
Yeah.
But how to state or find a solution to this problem?
Yes.
Not especially for the organizers.
Questions to you. That's why we made a platform like this, ma'am. What you said and what you raised, that point is very correct. So, and even though students are very brilliant, they can share the answers also. So we can see it, ma'am. So that's why this platform is made, because in a long run we are going to do the classwork online itself only. So thanks for your points and a valid point from the student point of view. Anybody? Next one? Ravikant garu. Srinivas.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Srinivas garu.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Srinivas garu.
Sir, actually, this is P. Srinivas Rao.
Yes. I'm noting all the points what you are telling. Okay. So I'm noting that points. Okay. And the complete session is recording also. We will share the link also. Go ahead, sir.
Sir. Actually, this is P. Srinivas Rao.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are all aware that.
Yes.
There is no transportation facility. How nowadays most of the engineering colleges run by college buses only. How the students can travel via red zones and they can reach the college?
Absolutely not. So we are facing this type of problems. If they are not allowing the students from the red zones, they cannot come to the colleges or universities. So obviously, anyhow, today from last 4 months, 60 million students are staying in their houses. So that is the present scenario. And from the international higher education point of view, a lot of things are going on by online only. But my point of view, in India, we are facing this much of problem. So in foreign countries, online classes, they are using 50%. Okay, some countries they are using 75%. So we are introducing these type of classes like MOOCs now in our India and in our curriculum also. So obviously there is a problem in India and especially in AP. So about the online sessions, but the things are changing now. So we have to use the online. So that's why this we created this platform to get the ideas. And I'm noting down all your ideas, and we will look into these things. And thanks for your question, sir. Next one.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Who is this?
Yes, I'm Dr. Anuradha from Ambedkar University, Srikakulam, sir.
Go ahead, madam.
Sir, as other speakers have given the suggestions, this session is very useful, but the thing is that we are not able to take this to our students, as most of the participants have said that the network problem and system problem and mobile problem, and moreover we are from a background rural village, sir, Srikakulam. So most of the people, most of the students, they are not having even the mobile phones. Their parents are not having the mobile phones where they can go for the Zoom app and all. Smartphones they are not having. Most of the people are from migrant laborers and all, as most of their occupation. They come from BPL lines, sir. Most of them are from below poverty line. As such, they are not able to, they may not in a position to afford for the smartphones. In such conditions,
yes,
how can we conduct these online classes? How best can you suggest, or can anyone suggest how best we can conduct online classes for such students?
Hello.
Sir.
What you said, it is absolutely correct, ma'am. I will quote one point to that.
Sir, a bit louder, sir. I'm not able. You are not.
Madam, is it audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, what you said, it is very correct, madam. I will tell one more thing also. So last 1 month onwards, Engineering College of Acharya Nagarjuna University conducting the classes for every year for each and every student. So by online itself only. So what we are doing by using Zoom, we are conducting the classes. So obviously the 66 students could not attend the class. So they are coming 35 and 36 are a little bit 45. And if I'm doing a class in morning 10 to 11, so next class, if any faculty he want to take a class, obviously the students, generally the students are using GeoNet. So it have 1 GB data. So obviously 512 or 1 GB data, it is up to one class only. The next class is not there. And some of the students in rural area, they don't have the internet connection also. So that's why 40, 35 students are came into the class. So obviously when we got a feedback from the students why you are not came to the class, so they responded like that, sir, our GB is completed, or sir, I'm in rural area, so signal is not there, sir, internet is not there, sir. So we can suggest that take the internet connection, and some of the students also, they are not well to take the internet connection also nowadays. But like these problems are there, madam. Like these problems are there. So that's why we make a platform. We can take all your valuable suggestions, because you all are the stalwarts in your field. So that's why this platform make to get the questions from you. Thank you, madam. Next, anybody? Shanti, madam.
Hello.
Hello, who is this, sir? Tell me, sir. Jaikumar.
Hello. I am Dr. Jaikumar from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir, so many more professors given many more suggestion to the how to making the feasible online classes.
Yes, sir.
So most probably that the rural students are not getting the suitable electronic gadgets and events network facilities. But in order to avoid this problem, so we can make the events such as practical classes and all. No, we can conduct, we can arrange the some of the days only. For example, for 1 month the timetable means, for example, in that 5 days or 3 or 2 days, we can make the practical classes in direct mode. So, for example, in the distance education programs, they are also conducting the same way. But in my suggestions, this way also we can conduct the practical exam and all. Even in that Swayam portal also, that Indian government giving the free online courses. They are conducting the 4 quadrant classes. That is through that video, through that text material, that through that assessment. So through that credit system. So that the 4 quadrants, if you are giving that even either in the online or offline mode. Suppose rural students not getting the network problem means that automatically, so not for the all the times network problem arising, even some of the times only. But during the times in offline mode, they can do the attend the practical classes and even online classes. So generally in rural students or city students, they are not getting the much more interested to the online classes. For example, at first they are listen very well, but day by day their listening capacities is going to very low level. But in this case, so limitedly in that distance program, in the PCP classes, how they are conducting, in this way we can give the classes either in the practical or regular classes. So this is my suggestion, sir.
Nice one of you, sir. Jaikumar, sir. Nice one of you.
Yes.
Sir.
Ritika Reddy.
Yes. Sir, good afternoon, sir. I'm Ritika from Vignan Institute of Technology from Visakhapatnam. In keeping in mind the people, the students staying in rural areas are saying that the data is not available to them or some of the other reason, we can prepare certain PDFs based on the topics which we are going to teach, and we need to send for them, because PDF will take less amount of data when compared to the videos or whatever live sessions. So the problem for them, one second, sir. So the problem for them that network is not available will be removed, and after reading the PDF, the students have to send some audio or ask the questions regarding the PDFs to the faculty, and depending on the doubt, that particular faculty will answer to that student, so that their doubts will be cleared and the explanation also will be done.
Nice one, man.
Sir, can I say something, sir?
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Sir, as one ma'am from Srikakulam and yourself told that students are running out of the data by using by using Zoom app.
Yeah.
Sir, if they are using the Zoom app on laptop, they may be consuming around 400 to 500 MB per hour.
Yes,
if they are using the same Zoom app on mobile, they may be consuming 100 to 150 MB per hour, sir.
Yes, yes.
So as ma'am told and the last ma'am told that the students are having technical problem, they don't have smartphones. I accept, ma'am. I agree your words. and most of the students are not attending classes.
Yes.
In fact, we can do one thing. Use a WhatsApp platform. We can do a recording of audio. We can do audio recording for 10 minutes. So 4 audio recordings for 10 minutes means 40 minutes. The session may be completed, and the file will be around 7 to 10 MB. They can download and they can listen on their own leisure. So it will not be a hurdle to the student. They can't say that sir, network problem is there, something is there. As ma'am also told that PDF preferable, as well as along with that we can send some audio notes by way of WhatsApp platform. It will be helpful for them as well as for us, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir. Yes, what you said, that is absolutely correct. The students are using by mobile phone, it is up to 200 MB only because they didn't use the video. Okay, for audio 200 MB it is okay. And what you said, that is absolutely correct, sir. We can record our sessions and maybe we can make a YouTube channel and we can share that thing also. They can take that. And what you said is that is very, it will take less size also to take that scenario also. What you said, that is absolutely correct, sir. And nice point of view, sir. Who is the next one?
Good morning, sir. I'm Saravana Kumar.
Yeah.
Can I speak, sir?
Shravan Kumar, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Saravana Kumar, Associate Professor from KL University, Vijayawada. Presently, I am calling from Chennai, sir. I have a small suggestion regarding conducting of classes, sir. What I suggest is we can have a TV screen in all the classrooms and faculty can take class from one classroom which can be telecast in other classrooms. Thereby, we can divide the strength of the students for social distancing purpose. This is one way. Another one is in case of higher strength, we can conduct in big auditoriums where 200 students can be accommodated and class can be taken at one time. Thereby, we can save time and cover more students. That's my suggestion, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Next one, sir. Shanti garu. Hello. Alamanda.
Sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, ma'am. Go ahead, madam.
Sir, this is Shanti from Vignan Institute of Information Technology, Visakhapatnam.
Yeah,
sir, as everyone suggested, suggestions, so many things were appreciable. So what my opinion is, as we are not used to the online classes before, so that is a problem. What we are facing, that we are unable to judge how whatever we are teaching, whether it is reaching to our students or not, because so many can mute their videos, or they can do any sort of things, or they can leave their mobile and they can go or something else. So we are not able to judge. So what my opinion is, as we are into our academic, okay, because we got a lockdown from March 22nd. So from there, we have already completed some of the things like some internal examinations or something like that. So why can't we increase the weightage of the internal marks and decrease the weightage of the external marks? And again, we can also include, as somebody suggested, that we can take the online courses. Okay, but all the subjects were not possible. But at least one subject per semester can be possible. So either we can consider that as a 20% of the weightage, and we can consider the 40% of the weightage of the internals, so that there itself they can clear the 60% of the weightage, and the 40% can be given for the external semesters. As we cannot run the classes, regular classes now, because this is not end now. It will take 3 or 4 months also, no, to get in a right way again. Okay, so based on that, we can increase the weightage for the internal assessment, and we can conduct the exams after the lockdown immediately, so that there will be only invigilation parts, so that all the department faculty can be participated, because as we are not taking the classes, we are just doing for the invigilation, so that, as somebody suggested, that we can take the shifts. Okay, suppose if you keep the exams of mechanical examination today, tomorrow we can go for the other branch, and the day after to the other branch, so that all the faculty will be available to take the examinations.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Can you give me chance to talk?
Yeah, thank you. Please.
Hello, sir. Good morning. This is Regala Ravikant.
Yeah, tell me.
what I'm doing. Hello, sir.
Yeah, audible, audible. Go ahead, sir.
That's what, me and my wife both are, attending this webinar. I'm going through my wife's laptop. I'm regular Ravikant senior psychologist,
Okay.
and I'm also associate professor adjunct for VVISM PGDM Hyderabad. My point is, sir, COVID-19 is a virus which is new, and it has taken 198 varieties of mutations, and it is very egoistic. Until and unless we invite that virus, it won't come to us. So what we have to do, many participants, many professors, they have suggested from their own perspective. I'm a behavioral psychologist. So what we have to do is, we have to improve the immunity of student community first of all. And second, all faculties are above 40, above 35, like that. So all we are having sugar, thyroid, BP, heart problems. So all we have to practice yoga and meditation. Also, we have to give one more, say, a kind of sports and recreation hour in each and every these things. Sir. All other points are also very well received. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah,
thank you very
sir.
much.
Thank you, sir. Anybody? Anybody?
Hello,
Yeah.
I am Dr. A. Gangadhar Rao. Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir. It's audible, sir. Raugar.
I am from VSR and Engineering College, Tenali.
Okay. Tell me,
Most
sir.
of our colleagues are unable to join this meeting, sir.
Yeah. I got that, sir. No, don't worry. I'm recording the entire session, and after the completion of this session, I will upload the video into YouTube, and I will share the corresponding email IDs to everybody. No problem, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. What about their certificate, sir? E-certificate.
Don't worry, sir. That is also no problem. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir.
Raugar.
Hello.
Raugar, go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. This is Venkatramana from Hyderabad.
Yeah.
I can give one suggestion, sir. I think recently I have heard about flipped classroom.
Yeah.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, in the flipped classroom, we can divide the student to 2 or 3 batches, entire class. Suppose 60 students are there, we can divide into 3 batches. Instead of conducting 60 students at a time, we can conduct the class for 20 students, and the remaining students will listen the classes online. So what is in this method is, we will post the videos in the some source, either in the internet or in the website, YouTube, etc., and they will listen to those lectures, and they will come back to the classes for the doubts clarification or any explanation. So in this way, we can reduce the strength in the college so that we can go ahead. So that is one of my suggestion.
Yes. Chandrasekhar garu. Tummala Chandrasekhar.
Sir, is it audible?
Yeah, audible, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry that I'm again disturbing you, the people also. Anyway, in conclusion, from my side, that we have to be ready for both online and offline. Depends on the situation. Say, for example, we don't know what is going to happen in August or September. Depends. Say, for example, transport problem, red zone, green zone, orange zone problem, as well as the data problem, internet problem. This and all will solve. We need to be ready but at any cost, we need to send making the PPTs and send by CDs, whatever it may be. So we have to be ready for the both online, offline. Depends on the every month the situation, COVID situation in our country or as well as in our state. This is whatever the situation. We need to be ready for all the ways. Then only it is possible to communicate some knowledge to the students, especially for the special year. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful words. Anybody?
Yeah, sir. This is Anil Kumar. Can I speak, sir?
Yeah, speak, sir.
Sir, good morning. I am trying from morning 10 o'clock. Sorry to say I could not get the connection.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, just now I got the connection.
Came to the session.
What
even the vice chairman sir has also faced the problem. No problem, sir. You can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, sir. What my previous professors talked about these advices.
Yeah.
But let me tell you one thing, sir. You please instruct the all college principals. They should prepare, all their faculty members should prepare the PPTs and any kind of online lectures by August 1st. So, as my predecessor professor said, at any cost, we should start the classes by August 1st. If the faculty members starting the preparation of PPTs in the month of August, it may take 1 or 2 more months. As you are well aware, sir, most of the faculty members are used to go for traditional teaching method.
Yes.
Maybe for NAAC sake, let me be frank, sir, maybe for NAAC sake, we are dealing some 2 or 3 sessions online. So kindly inform our all institutions principals to prepare the PPTs in all the subjects 100%, sir.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you.
I will convey this point to Vice Chairman, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Anybody? Anand Reddy garu.
Good morning, sir. Hello.
Yeah. Who is this?
Good morning, sir. I'm Anand Reddy from Kadapa, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
As a previous speaker told, the sessions, but we have to see how far the students are ready for accepting these classes, because we face the problem with remote students actually who came from rural background.
Yes, sir.
How far these rural students can follow these online classes, because they are facing at present we are conducting some classes for the students, but majority of these rural people, they are facing network problems. They are unable to follow these lessons due to a lack of eye-to-eye contact, and these are some constraints. Those are to be kept in mind before going for these online classes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you said, that is absolutely correct, sir.
Because for urban people it's okay, sir, but for rural people who came from rural background and who will come from Telugu medium background,
Yeah.
are facing major problems.
We have created this platform with all these stalwarts to get these type of questions only, sir. Then look into all these things by the higher education.
That's why I'm raising this
Nice
point.
question, sir. Next one, who is the one in online? Next one. Hello.
Sir.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, I'm Bhavani, sir.
Yeah.
Faculty of Physics, Vignan Nirula Institute of Technology for Women, sir.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, for past 15 days, we people are taking the classes online, sir.
Okay.
And we people are sharing the PPTs as well as PDFs of the classes earlier itself. And we people are, I'm preparing a video, and in my own channel, I am uploading the videos so that the students can access whenever they want to see the video again, to see the lecture again. So it will be easy for them, even if they are not having the facility of net also, whenever they have the facility, they can go with the videos. And the major problem is the rural people, they don't know how to access all this new technology.
Yes.
So first we need to educate them. A video has to be prepared, and we need to educate how to enter into the login into the mails, how to enter into the Google Forms, everything. And even if the college reopens also, the major problem is many of the students, if you take 100% of the class, maximum 50% of the students are from the outer region. Okay, they will be from the outer region, so they cannot come to the college. So we need to think about the students, sir, because local students will be benefited, and the rural students who are at their home, they will be facing the problem.
Yes.
The better one is creating our own channel and creating the videos, uploading them, so that whenever they have the time, they can go with the videos.
Yes.
And whenever they have the time, they can access the Google Forms and answer the bits or online examination, submitting the assignments. The major problem that I have faced is when I asked to submit the assignments, many of the students are telling that we don't have A4 sheets, we don't have the other things. So better thing is to conduct the exam in such a way that in a Google form itself, they can write the answer, one single answer, which shows that whether they have prepared for it or not.
Yes.
So giving a time limit is not a good thing, it seems. whenever they have a net facility, they can access the Google form and they can answer the assignments. So that is what I feel, sir.
I think, are you using for time framing to make the answers, madam, from Vignan?
Sir, yes, not sir. Generally, some of them have given the time limit. It seems.
Actually, I'm seeing point from deemed universities, madam. They are making the time limit, and I know some of the deemed universities, they are conducting the online exams also. So if we are not making a time limit, so the content will be shared by the students by WhatsApp itself.
Yeah, in the
I see one example also. They are sharing 100 bit questions.
Okay.
So in my opinion, time limit should be there. So otherwise the answers will be shared by the students. Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
There is also one option in the Google Form, sir.
Yes,
we can shuffle the objective question order also.
Even though that option also, I am seeing that on the
Okay.
students very brilliant. They are taking the screenshots of that. I have seen that also.
Okay.
Next one.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, sorry to disturb again, sir.
No. Go ahead, sir.
I'm Isaiah.
Yeah.
Assistant Professor, AC Engineering College. Sir, as I discussed,
can you
actually
bit louder,
completed the syllabus through online with 50% or 60% students.
Okay.
And we are conducting examination of mail IDs, separate mail IDs, and every day 11 to 1 o'clock we scheduled examination, and we need to send at sharp 11 o'clock online paper. What is the question paper? They need to write open book system within 2 hours. A question pattern will be sent, and after 1 o'clock, 15 minutes given to a student, and they need to scan with their phones and again send back to the particular mail ID.
Yeah.
And this we are conducting presently now. Maybe most of the students are participating in this, sir. So they are practicing whatever syllabus they got. This is one of the practice we are doing, sir, in AC Engineering College.
Yeah, I'm aware of that practice, sir. SI Garu. You from your end, they are making a time span of 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, the student will scan that copy and they can upload it into the whatever
Same mail ID.
MS they have used.
Yes,
After
sir.
the time, some of the students they forgot or they intentionally don't load the copy, so they don't have the chance after that time. So that is
Yes,
also
sir.
one of the problem I have seen from the students' point
Yes.
of view.
Yes.
What you said from this point of view, sir?
So we are need to give grace period of 5 minutes more.
Yeah. Even though
That's
what
all,
I'm
sir.
saying is,
Otherwise, sir.
yeah. So if there is an exam of 2 hours of span, so after 1 hour completion of the span,
2 hours. Yes. Sir.
they have to upload the content. Some of the students they forgot, they can write the second exam.
This is
And after submitting, only the second examination will be submitted. The first cannot be taken because the time span is complete. So this is some of the problems I have seen. This type.
This is open book system, sir. This is open book system.
Sir, any other participants? Yeah, Vash Babu.
Yes, good morning, sir. I am Vash Babu, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Bhayamvaram. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for giving lot of information. But I suggested one point, sir. We are all focusing on first year students, joining students, sir, beginners. How to conduct the process, how to maintain the first beginning students. Already existing students are going through by using Zoom classes or WhatsApp or Google Classroom, whatever it may be. There are many gadgets. But how to deal first year students, beginners? I think 25% of the syllabus may be online, and remaining syllabus maybe offline we conduct. I think that you remember, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. What you said, that is absolutely correct, sir, because
Yes, sir.
I'm also taking the classes for engineering students, second year and final year students.
Yes, sir.
For second year students, only 14 days of class period is remaining when
Yes.
the pandemic came into the picture. So nearly we need 5 to 6 hours only. So we have taken the online classes. There is no problem for the second year and final year students from our end. But coming to the first year students, the faculty is very suffered about this point of view. So the maximum they will share the 75 of the content through online only. And coming to mathematics, they are facing a lot of things. So what you said is that is absolutely correct from the first year point of view, sir. So nice talking about you, sir. And who is the next one, sir? Anybody? Anybody want to talk? You can open your channel and you can speak it.
Sir, I am TNV Mahesh Babu, sir. Just previously I have talked.
Yeah.
I want to give one small thing, sir.
Sure, sir.
Nowadays, previously the system is different. Nowadays we are going to a different system, so that the things are being changed. So our faculty community has to take all the things into effect, so that we have to be ready with the whatever the method we need to conduct, whether it is online or whether it is offline or whatever the different modes which we are going to take the classes. The faculty community should know all the things. Every faculty should be thorough with the methods which we need to conduct. That is very important in these situations, sir. We should be ready with the arms for facing the situation, sir. That is the thing, sir.
Yes, sir. What you
Thank
said,
you, sir.
that is absolutely correct, sir. And I read one article that 60 million of students are facing this problem in the homes from the last 4 months. And in that article, they mentioned that in foreign countries, they are aware of the online classes very well. And 50% they can go ahead on that only. So coming to our traditional culture nowadays, what Vasbab Gar said, that is correct. So first year students, they are not familiar to the video classes, so they are facing a problem. Like these situations happened in India. And anyhow, we can go ahead with this only. And thanks for your response. Next, anybody?
Sir, not sure, sir. నేను తరుణ్ సార్.
Yeah, go ahead.
సార్ శ్రీనివాసులు రెడ్డి సార్ వచ్చారు సార్, అవైలబిలిటీ ఉన్నారు.
Okay, thank you.
Sir.
Hi, sir. I want to make one important point also, Nakishwar and all the participants. In the coming academic year, academics is not at all most important. It is not at all a problem. Being cautious is more important. We must do more part as a security officer rather than a teacher. Being cautious with the students and counseling the parents also. I don't know how far these parents will send the students to the institutions. They are very afraid of this coronavirus, the panic movement. At this juncture, how far the parents are interested to send the students? So you must counsel them. Even though they send the students to the institutions, many questions will be arised from the parents, and regularly they will definitely watch our sincerity and how far we are going to protect them. That's why a teacher must act a dual role from hereafter. One is the academician, another is the whatever I say, police officer or security, whatever may be. We must be very cautious, especially private institutions. Private institutions must take very careful. Not only private institutions, public institutions must also take care. So as I said previously, committees and squads, COVID committee, COVID squad, you must be aware of that one. And be cautious, observing. And until now, most of the teachers, just their duty, they're doing their duty as a teacher, just delivering the goods in the classroom and going away. But hereafter, we must be aware of the student behavior also, and 24 hours we must be cautious about that. So anybody like to share his views?
Harnath Reddy garu.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Harnath Reddy garu, go ahead.
Yes, sir. My name is Dr. K. Harnath Reddy, sir. I'm a professor in Lakhireddy Baladi College of Engineering, Bailavaram. Sir, I want to talk for just only for 2 minutes, sir. What is our Srinivas Reddy sir is said that is true, sir. First of all, we have to concentrate on the very cautiousness of the student, especially very careful when something is happened. It will towards the institution principal and towards the institution only. For that reason, at any way, we are conducting the classes through online. It's okay. We are conducting the material. We are giving the material through a WhatsApp or through some other social media. It's also good. But at any way, we have to conduct the classes from the August 1st onwards, according to UGC regulations. For that purpose, my suggestion is, according to our, again, Srinivas Reddy sir, what is our Srinivas Reddy sir said, that is our culture, our previous education culture. We can keep in that mind. Instead of conducting the classes in a closed room, it may be big room or it may be very small room, whatever it is. So we have to maintain the social distance. So it is not possible to conduct the classes in closed room. So as far as we can conduct the classroom in an open area of our college, of our institutions. So it is, we can maintain the distance, we can conduct the classes as possible with good cautiousness of a student, so that we can be safe for one side. This is my session, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
yeah.
Hello, sir. This is Raghavendra from Malareddy, Hyderabad. Sir, we due to this limited access in Zoom, we are unable to join the valuable session, sir.
Yes.
That's the thing. If you conducted in a slot wise, it is very helpful for the persons who want more to understand your session, sir. That's the thing.
Yes. Good point, sir. We will note it, that point, sir.
Make it on schedule, sir, so that on the schedule, because a lot of participants, they are really wanted your session, but they are unable to join you due to this limited access. We are trying from start of the meeting before 10 minutes, sir, but we are unable to join it. Really, we missed out.
We got the point, sir. We got the point, and that's why I'm recording the session. So next time onwards, we will do accordingly, sir. No problem. Now the session is recorded. We will share by the YouTube link to everybody with the certificate. No, don't worry, sir. You can go for your point, sir.
Okay, sir. One more thing, sir. Sir, is it possible in a live YouTube, sir, so that a lot of participants able to do? That is the very helpful for you, because if you scheduled also, it will take time. It is not an interactive participant. If you share a video also, because we have some doubts and all, in Zoom we can ask all the things. Okay, sir. But if you have any live video also in YouTube, so that we can ask some questions, so that we can get clarification on the same, sir. That is very helpful, because if you share video also, we can't able to understand if the conversion is there, then we can understand more efficiently, sir.
Sure, sir. Thank you for your valuable one. And who is the next one, sir? Anybody?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. This is Harshavardhan from PVKK Institute of Technology, Anantapur.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Sir, my view on this situation was, so as we have a conventional education system, as our senior professors just now discussed, so this is time to revise the educational scenario in India from teaching centric to the self-learning centric. So that, as one of our senior professors said, so we can make open book exams and we can focus more on the practical aspects and self-learning aspects, rather than more on the teaching centric. So classroom teaching centric to the self-learning. Then we can come across this pandemic situation, and also our educational system, we can make a change. But because of nowadays in Indian education system, it is becoming as a mass productive. Not previously it was a batch production method. Now it was a mass productive. So this is my point.
Sure, sir. Thanks for your point. And anybody? Harshavardhan garu.
Yeah, sir. Just myself. Yeah, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you.
Who is the next one? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Go
Sir,
ahead.
this is Dr. Santistri, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, madam.
Yeah, I am from Acharya Nagarjuna University.
Oh.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you.
Go ahead, madam.
Yeah, sir, it could be highly impossible to bounce back to the normal situation as if we were prior to COVID-19, sir. So I feel student strength will not be expected much unless and until there is drug or vaccination for COVID-19. Because as a mother of two kids, I cannot take risk of sending my children also outside. So what I feel is my children, they can study at home from many ways. That survival is more important. So we cannot expect our students also to attend the classes. So what I feel is measures should be taken that they could be benefited even if they sit at home, and we need to plan our academic year in such a way that they should not lose the academic year. And while reopening, every employee and student must be screened, sir, because it is a problem of survival. If there is any COVID case, they must be isolated and treated. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Ratnaraj garu.
Dr. Ratnaraj, sir, from St. Anne's College of Engineering Technology, sir, Chirala.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir, my question is that after the commencement of the classwork in August or in September, students will be coming to classroom. In the classroom, social distancing will be monitored by the faculty member who is present in the class. But what about during lunch breaks? Students are going to be gathered, taking lunch together at canteen or at cafeteria or at buses transportation. If you are going to conduct in shift wise.
Yeah, that care must be taken. That care must be taken by all the faculty. That I told no. Now we must take another role as a security officer, whatever you call, whether it is a police or whatever it is. You must work more as a security officer rather than academician. That is the major problem that is going to be happen in the future.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All the teachers must be initially told there is a hectic schedule behind us in the coming future.
Actually, I have connected lately.
Act in many roles. Act in many roles.
To listen that, sir.
It is very delicate situation we are going to face in coming days. The coming academic year is very, very delicate for all the faculty who are working, whether it is a private college or is a public college. If something goes wrong, it will boomerang to the institutions, and total institution will get closed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Total institution will get a bad name, and total ultimately institution will be get the close. It is not a ragging issue. Ragging is a very small issue when compared with that of this COVID. Ragging will go with only one student. Okay.
Yes,
or
sir.
if you punish 4 or 5 people, it will be get rid of. But it is not the problem. If one case arises in a college, COVID positive case, the total college will get closed.
Yes, sir.
Then the future of the institution will be totally get lost. That's why more security officer, you must act as a security officer. As I told, gathering, recreation, these cafeterias and all the canteens must be closed. We must reduce the number of students. We must increase the exit point and entry points. Almost all school children, we must treat them as school children. As you see, in schools, when the school bus will come, some ayah or some teacher will be there, and slowly they will take one by one student and get them into the classroom and make them to sit there. Like that, we must stand there. Even 1 or 2 security guards are not enough. 1 or 2 security guards are not enough. In private colleges now, all the teachers are doing extracurricular activities rather than teaching, like getting admissions, etc., etc. Now, this is another avatara. We must go ahead with the COVID. So, any other suggestion from our good friends?
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Sir, this is Anil Kumar from SSN College.
Okay, sir.
As our professor said, we must follow the NAC procedure, the mentor system. Might be almost, maybe few colleges are already implementing this system. Probably every faculty member is given 25 or 30 watts. And that will be his duty along with his teaching. He must take care of those 25 or 30 watts until the student is in the campus. So as the professor said, avatars, we must take Dasya Avatara, or if necessary, we have to take one more extra avatar also, sir. If we are not cautious about the student, ultimately the institution may get remark, as well as we too may be infected with the virus. So if the university is providing what do you call that mask, along with just now this Iraq scientist said, this virus is not infecting only through nostrils or mouth. Mostly it is going into the body through eyes. They give one example also. Last time this swine flu got people got infected in the same method. So along with the fees, if the university can or the college can collect some amount and issue this mask or full coverage of face, whatever the unit it is interested, they can provide, sir. I feel then all of will be safe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
If possible, thank you, sir. If possible, I think all the faculty who are present here, they are running the online classes to the students. If possible, not only classes, try to change the attitude of the students, explaining the COVID situation and how we are going to face in the coming days. So please try to inculcate self-learning and self-discipline. These two are the most important qualities required to face this situation. One is the self-discipline. How far these students have self-discipline, I doubt. So, and second one is the self-learning. If these two qualities, if you are able to inculcate in the students, this problem can be get rid, and maximum we can reduce this problem. If the students have a self-discipline, definitely the problem will persist. So try to, when you are taking online classes, not only subject, try to realize the students about these two issues and how we are going to face the situation and how to be get ready to attend the classes also. Any other good friend?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, just now sir said that. Hello.
Go ahead, sir. It's audible.
Sir, just now sir said that if any case found in any college, the college will get closed. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Sir, then nowadays every engineering college is run by college buses. How the students can travel via red zones to the college?
Students are traveling by buses?
Yes, sir.
That is a major problem. Another again major problem, increasing the buses. Are you going for shift system? Going for shift system, already one good friend has given suggestion, making some branches on 1 or 2 days in the weekdays and some branches on other weekdays. For example, Monday, Tuesday, electrical engineering, and Wednesday and Thursday, some computer science, etc. And morning some branches, evening some branches. Whatever the solution we have, we must take into consideration and work out. It is the problem of individual college. Some colleges may be very near to the cities and some colleges may be far away. Some need buses, some does not need buses. For example, let us take our case is a university, and most of the students will travel by local buses, government buses, RTC buses.
Yes.
We can't expect in RTC buses how far the social distance will be maintained. So it is not in our hands also. It is not in our hands. So most of the situation will not be in our hands. Maximum we should try to take into control the situation. How far we will take into this control into situation is also unknown. But anyhow, something is better than nothing, no?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, thank you, sir.
Any more? Yeah. Sir, please continue. Please continue.
Go ahead, sir.
Chandrasekhar, please continue.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb again. Yeah, again and again. It is.
Please introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, definitely. God will save from this. I hope so. In worst case, what we have to do is just take the PPT recorded version of each teacher and transfer to the students. I mean, pass on to the students is the one of the finest, best way, I guess. Even you don't have the data problem, internet problem, transport, right? So we can avoid all these. Just take the recorded version of PPT presentation of each teacher and transfer to the student. They can listen in from home itself. This is, I'm not guessing that that much worse situation going to be happen in this state or country. I hope God will definitely save us. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Anybody are interested?
Hello, sir. Is it audible?
Yeah, audible, sir. Who is this?
Sir, good morning, sir. My name is Subramanya. I am from Kakinada.
Go ahead.
Actually, in this workshop, it is better to discuss the solutions rather than problems. Everyone knows a lot of problems. Okay. Actually, I would like to suggest something, sir. Let us have to rearrange our syllabus. Everyone is optimistic of getting the medication or the vaccine within 1 year. So let us hope it, so that in this academic year, let us bring the theoretical subjects in this semester or the year, and we can pull the problem-based subjects into next academic year. That is one of my suggestions, sir. The second one is the shift system. Okay, why? Because a lot of engineering colleges are run by public transportation system. In public transportation system, it is actually all the buses are running as 20% occupancy, so it is better to maintain shift system. And one of our colleagues suggested that all the faculty members have to prepare all the PPTs and online material before the commencement of class, that is before August 1st. Sir, we need not keep all the material to student hand on August 1st. Okay, it is enough to prepare for first unit, and after completion of first unit, we can submit the second unit. Why? Because all the faculty members are very discouraged whether they can retain their jobs or not. Suppose all the faculty submitted the total material before the commencement of classwork, half of the faculty member, half number of faculty members may be terminated. Why? Because due to the limitation in transportation systems and lot of problems. Okay, sir. Kindly excuse me for this answer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As you said, theory, that also must think of reducing the syllabus, reframing the syllabus at the university level. University officials must think over. That is also another point. Definitely, in my opinion, definitely either not in only August or September, or it may be October or November, educational institutions will definitely reopen. Nobody wants to lose the academic year, especially final year students. They can't. 1 year is a very precious time for final year students. 1 year means it is a very precious time. So nobody wants to lose the academic year. That is first point. Second point, and no colleges, private colleges especially, they are not ready to lose their revenue also. So keeping in these 2 points in the view, definitely either it may be late 1 month or 2 months, education is to be reopened. So when it is reopened, as you said, reducing the syllabus, reducing the hours, shift system, definitely this will impact on the faculty also, faculty salaries, faculty appointments, and this also must be considered. How far the salaries, and now also some of the institutions has been reduced the salaries also, some of the institutions have been removed some faculty also here and there. I am listening also. Even the government is giving press notes, don't remove anybody. UGC and IACT also has given. But here and there in the newspapers, and I'm seeing some of the institutions have removed this, some of the institutions did not pay the salaries from the last 2 months also. It is very sad, and I'm very sorry to say our colleagues, some of the colleagues are suffering with the to run their families also in this panic situation. So everything, these are also very important points. So at this moment, I hope all the faculty who are working not only in private and public institutions come together to support those families, who are suffering. Is it okay or not? At least how many faculty members are suffering with the job loss or some salary loss? We must support those families also. I hope that one. Madam is there to.
Go ahead, madam.
Madam, please continue.
Sir, myself, Saujanya.
Continue.
Listening, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Listening. Continue. It is
Saujanya, I want to talk from life science part of you, sir. Sir, in the life science, there are many practicals which can be done in a group or in individual. So there should be some revised syllabus so that few students only can be done practicals in a lab, so that social distance can be maintained. So in that way, some guidelines should be provided, sir. That is my opinion. And regarding these classes and all the students have grown up and they are having awareness about this hand washing, using sanitizers, wearing masks, and maintaining social distance. So my opinion is there no need to be worried about conducting classes and laboratories, but with limited students, we can conduct classes and we can schedule it like 20 students per batch or 25 students per batch, depending on the classroom strength and lab strength. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Hello?
Anybody else? Who is it?
Anybody to respond?
Sir,
recently, Times Higher Education has taken a survey about the online classes throughout the country. Times Higher Education has taken a survey about the online classes. I thought that online classes are running successfully in foreign countries when compared with that of India. But unfortunately, in foreign countries like UK, Australia, some other countries, I forget the names, only 40% of the students are accepted the online classes and 60% of the students refused the classes. They are useless. They are only a supplementary to the regular classes. I thought only Indian education system is students only cannot cope up with the online classes. But even the foreign students also, they are not ready to follow the online classes. The main reason is, I think that in foreign, self-discipline is very less when compared to that of India. Even the COVID situation is in control within our country. That is only due to self-discipline carried from our long heritage and the culture. So the lack of culture and heritage only, now the cases in USA or UK or Spain or Italy are more when compared with that of our country. That is one advantage of the India. So we cannot rely directly on the online classes, and how far information gained by the student is also doubtful in the case of online classes. Students must have seriousness in attending the online classes. Most of the students until now also just they are here and there attending like some just time pass, but not they are taking very seriously. If they take very seriously, the situation will be different. So any more ideas?
Sudhir Kumar garu.
Yeah.
Dr. Sudhir Kumar garu. Hello. Hello, Dr. Sudhir.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, it is audible. Continue. Please continue. Please continue. It is audible. Hello.
Yeah, anybody is there?
Any other person?
Any other person? Hello. Anybody open your channel? Anybody interested to open your channel and you can speak.
Anyhow, if there are no suggestions from our learned friends, I will try to conclude by giving some important points. We can have another session at the after 15 days or 20 days. Again, once again, the situation we are unable to predict the situation. We are unable to predict what is going to happen. Like lockdown 1, lockdown 2, lockdown 3, lockdown 1.0, 2.03, like robot 1.0, 2.0, something has happened. So nobody is going to predict what is tomorrow will happen. Tomorrow will happen. It is out of hand. That's why once again I thank all the people who have attended here and who are not unable to attend also. We have many registrations. We have more than 2,000 registrations are there. Unfortunately, we are able to accommodate only 100 and 120 people only. The next time we will try to accommodate all the people by using another platform. Once again, thanking you, and be careful and be ready. All the faculty members be ready to act in different roles. And please keep your sincere efforts at this panic situation to make the education system fruitful. Otherwise, if the education system falls, means we are going to lose one generation. So whether to protect the future of one generation is in our hands only. So to make the one generation future better, we must work hard. We must keep all the efforts. We must take cautious from morning to evening when you are present in the institution. This is not the way we have behaved in the past. Entirely, our behavior, our role is quite different. It is going to be quite different now. So be prepared, and let us have more ideas in the next session. I thank once again everybody. I thank Karun from Padmavati Mahila University supporting all this online session. And I also thank Vice Chancellor of Padmavati Mahila University for providing this technical facility, and also Registrar Mamata Madam. I once again thank Mamata Madam, and also Kishore, my brother Kishore, supporting in all respects for me to make this success. Thank you everybody once again. The recording, we have recorded this session. We will make it available in the online within 1 or 2 days. So you can go through that and note the points. And with more fruitful sessions, you come forward in the next session. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, conducting this wonderful session.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It was really a very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Informative.
Sir, it was a really session, sir.
Thank you for conducting this wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, session closed.
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Very useful information to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, please open the chatting box.
Thank you very much.